Kenny and Thomasina both, you mentioned, I think Kenny particularly, that you were the first member of your family, one of 9 brothers and sisters to graduate from college. And that accomplishment, did it have an impact on your siblings or maybe your nieces and nephews or what they saw you had achieved? Same Thomasina, if you have some of those members of your family that were into you.
Absolutely did. I'm one of the biggest advocates for education in my family. My brothers and sisters' kids, my young, 2 of my younger sisters after me went off to college and graduated, and I'd like to think because their older brother did it, that was the reason why they did it. My father passed away about 23, 24 years ago, and I kind of made myself my little sister's daddy, and whether they liked it or not. And when they were going through college and things like that, I was very assertive about them doing that. And now some of their kids, actually, most of my nephews, and I think 1 or 2 of my nieces have worked in the company. I think they've known me do it just because they want money. But the deal is, if you come and work for Uncle Kenny, you got to explain the whole educational piece, when you're going, what classes you're taking, and all that. And so, yeah, it's extremely important to us, and because of that, because I saw what getting an education did for me and my family, and what we're able to do now. And absolutely, at night, during the day, I can go all day about how our education correlates directly to the success that we've had, and enjoy doing. I really do. Thanks.
My 2 older sisters did attend college. My niece is actually over at Old Dominion now, so there is some legacy there on our side. My other sister, her son is 10, so we're kind of steering him as well as my 12-year-old to a similar track to make sure they stay on track for college.
Thomasina, you must be one of a handful of women with your level of management responsibility.
Probably, yes, the only one.
The only one. The only one. Tell us, how do you see the future, given your own background and experience, and what are the opportunities for women executives at a shipbuilding company?
It's been interesting over the years. I've been in management for at least 15 years, and I was one of the first of a lot of things. The first female manager on the waterfront, the first director, black female director. It's interesting because we put in a lot of programs to kind of help the development of minority individuals in the shipyard, but from a pipeline standpoint, the whole middle manager pipeline is not there. I attend a lot of we call them leadership development councils, and these are councils where we evaluate who will get the promotion to the next level, and the candidate pool for that next level, we hardly ever see any females or minority candidates in that candidate pool. And what I attempt to do, at least in my position, is to try to mentor and try to encourage the younger kids, and I say younger kids, but the junior ones to kind of step it up a level. I've realized over my career is that you have to take the initiative, you have to give 110%, one, just to be recognized in that particular arena. And once you're recognized and then they move you to the next level, you have to perform. I mean, you can't sit there and expect them to give you a position and not perform to the level that you need to perform to. And it's not just at a status quo level, you have to take it 110%. So it's an extra effort on that part. Then you actually look back and try to identify other individuals that have the potential, and you bring them into the fold. So you kind of work, you bring mentor proteges in to kind of help form and develop them so that you can get that pipeline going. And over the years and over my career, and I've talked to and mentored females, white males, as well as African American males. So it's a diverse population, and education is the key. You have to get the education, you have to take the initiative, you have to work the 110% to get to that next level. They're going to expect more from you than they would a white male in that same position.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes.
How is the success of your business attributed to your ability to give back to the community?
That's a good question, Mike, because that's one of the things that she mentioned. We fight and argue a lot. That's one of the things we argue, because I'm a bleeding heart when it comes to supporting organizations that give back to kids in education, and we're not as successful as I give the company, but because of what we went through, and every time something comes over my desk or comes to my company about an organization trying to do something and supporting of education or kids, more than likely I'll write the check. And she gets, you can't do, you gotta stop. They're gonna come back again next year, and they do. And as you know, we support quite a few functions in the Portsmouth community, and we try to limit it just to education. If an organization or someone comes to me about money, and as much as I love sports and things like that, I normally won't do it. It's got to be tied to scholarship. As a matter of fact, there's a dance we're going to Saturday night. The Deltas in Portsmouth are hosting, and we're a big sponsor of that because they raise somewhere in the neighborhood of about $5,000 to $10,000. And one of the things they do, which I enjoy, is they report back to me that we raised on this function this amount of money, and we gave this money to these kids. I had one group last year that asked me to come over to Brighton Elementary School, and I gave this organization some money, and they felt that they needed to invite me over to the school, and I'm over there with the principal, and I was a little upset because they wanted to take pictures, and I'm not into taking pictures and bragging. I'm telling you from where we came from to where we got it. I have no desire for anyone to know all of what we do, and but the fact that they took the money that I gave them and they bought, I think it was civics books for the 3rd grade or 4th grade class, and it really did my heart well. I knew what they were doing. They were going to grease me up for next year, and I gave them more the next year. But the fact that they bought those books and helped the school system, and the principal talked about some of her challenges and how that money helped, we really enjoy doing that. We do that a lot, and she's right. We probably do more than what we should, but when you're blessed, and you really, you can't take it all with you. We've got 4 girls. We see them all the time. They always want to know why I'm helping this school and not their school. But we pay a pretty penny to your school, and if Daddy's got to come and do that at your school, then we got a major problem. But no, we enjoy giving back. We really do. Both of us being products of the Portsmouth school system and growing up the way we did. We enjoy doing it. We wish we could do more, but again, you don't want to put that out there because you'll get a million letters. But thanks for asking that. We really do appreciate doing that. And I really would like to do more. Hopefully, if our company grows and we can do that. I've got a couple of kids, 2 at Old Dominion that one at Old Dominion, he's graduated, and a young lady who I've been mentoring since she was in high school. She's now at North Carolina A&T now, majoring in mechanical engineering. And that all started from one of the parents calling and asking me, and I got a daughter that's interested in engineering, and I had that young lady. As a matter of fact, we were building my building 8 years ago. I built a 40,000 square foot manufacturing facility, and I had this young girl who was, I think she was a sophomore in high school, and I allowed her to attend with me my construction meetings with the builder and building and going through the plans and all, and they never asked. They kept seeing this little black girl sitting there with me, and they never asked who she was, and I told her, don't say anything, just listen, and you know, it was just, and I hope, and she's a senior now down in North Carolina A&T, and I hope that experience helped her gain something, you know, that helped her along her way in her studies down in North Carolina A&T. So I'm looking forward to her coming back. But those are the type of stories, and the young man that we have over at Old Dominion that comes and works with us during the summer and on some of his semester that he's off. We enjoy doing it. I just can't do it because we're so small, but I try to keep at least 1 or 2 kids that are students doing things and trying to help them get money. So, you know, they stay in school and they understand the importance of the two-way street that we're trying to do there. So, thank you.
Well, let's give them a round of applause. I was so proud of Thomasina and Kenny, and we thank you very, very much for fitting us into your busy schedule and for bringing your daughter. You must be tremendously proud of your mom and dad. And again, thank you all for coming. And so now, Professor Robertson, who chairs the Black History Month Committee, has some closing comments.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Wright, again, for taking time out of your busy schedules to help us celebrate Black History Month. Your discussion today was both interesting and innovative. It was a pleasure having you both on our program. So on behalf of the Black History Committee and our president, Dr. Shea Snyder, we wish you continued success and a prosperous year.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got a reception out in the foyer. Hope you can join us. And Alicia has a gift, I'm sure. So.